Shama magic is real. Alex Pereira gets the job done in the second round with a brutal head kick KO. And yeah, it was too good to be true for me to almost sweep the card. Of course, I get the Pereira and the Smith fight incorrect. But man, he one-ups Adesanya's first Whitaker fight by doing it in the same fashion, capitalizing on a hook exchange with Jiri Prochazka and dropping him and nearly, ending the fight there. If he pounced on Jiri and hit him with some clean ground and pound, similar to the Jamal Hill fight, it would have been donezo there. But he gets the head kick immediately as the second round starts. And he does all of this with a broken fucking toe. One-upping Adesanya's fight. Adesanya's Whitaker KO in more dramatic fashion and in a more handicapped state. But looking back at the fight, not too much was different in terms of Alex Pereira's side. But on Jiri Prochazka's side, man, he was making some dumbass decisions. I guess this is a little bit of cope from me picking Prochazka, but I'm genuinely being serious. You got me. I was wrong about Pereira in this fight. He was just, I guess he's just too fucking good for all these light heavyweights. And I don't know, man. Shama magic. Anyway, back to the fight. Not much was different. Pereira's low kicks, I guess, were the same. He was taking them a little bit better, but still they were, sinking in. Not as much as Joe Rogan is saying them, but some things I want to point out from Jiri Prochazka. As he was throwing some straights and he was backing him up along the fence, Jiri Prochazka was barely throwing his straight right. The punch that Alex Pereira has been detriment to his entire fucking career. I don't know why he didn't throw that right hand at all. There were 2 times in the first round where he backed him up with a nice double jab, and he didn't capitalize it at all with the right hand. It doesn't even have to land. Even if it hits Pereira's guard, it's good enough to back him up to the fence where you can have that kind of exchange like they did in the middle of the second round in their first fight, and then you could potentially work your way to the legs like he did in the first as well. But, instead here, he just threw some punches and backed off. And, yeah, that was it. One thing I guess Pereira did better that, went above my expectations was his straights. His straights were really landing well on Prochazka. He's not too well known for him. He throws them here and there, but, they're not Pereira's best punch. He throws kicks from range and straights and kind of gets a feel to set up the left hook. It's pretty obvious. He shows it in his training footage. He shows it in his fights every time. He even talks about it, yet these guys, I don't know why. Yeah, even in this instance, you can see how open Pereira's legs are for him to fire a fucking double leg. But, man, I guess Jiri threw a calf kick here. I don't know why I have this. It wasn't too important at all. He landed one. And, yeah, I think this was another one of those sequences. Prochazka throwing the straights and doing fuck all with them. Now, this sequence that happened at the end of the first round happened twice before. And this is what makes me question Prochazka in this fight. This happened twice. Why are you exchanging left hooks with Pereira, the guy who's known for the left hook? Why? He did it here earlier, and look at his right hand. It's down. It is nowhere near his chin. And this fight could have been over right here, immediately. This was 3 minutes, 43 seconds still left in round 1. And this was the exact same sequence. You can't tell me otherwise. This was the exact same sequence, but I guess it just didn't land the same, or Pereira was off by a little bit. Maybe he got a read to step in. Something like that. But why is Jiri Prochazka exchanging hooks? He didn't even do this with Rakic, at all. Or not as much. Not nearly as much as he did against Rakic. He was, pummeling on him. But, we know this from Pereira. We've seen this, but him do this. They don't even keep their hands up. These fighters aren't keeping their hand up for Pereira's left hook. I don't get it, but, it's a phenomenon. That left hook is a phenomenon. And the next one, he does, but I don't know. I guess it's like an exchange thing. Like maybe one time he doesn't do it, one time he does raise his guard, and then, the next time where he actually fucking gets dropped, his hand is down, and, he gets clubbed with it right in the fucking face. But, yeah, just here, that was twice, and the head kick as well. It happened earlier, too. Missed by a glance. Prochazka's hand was down, but he was stepping away from that one. Whilst in the, finishing sequence, he was absolutely, wasted from that Pereira left hook. That stone fist just landing on him and just, keeping him right in the middle. And, maybe Jiri thought he was fucking meditating. His mind was out of the arena, some shit like that. But, more leg kicks. And this was the sequence. Adesanya Whitaker won, written all over it. And, yeah. And I guess that was it. Then the head kick happened. Very justifiable stoppage. Even the commentary, I know they were screaming, "Oh, stop it," earlier, but if you stopped it at the head kick, it wouldn't have been definitive as much. When Jiri turned to his back and scrambled for, safety, and Pereira's wailing on him with shots, then it makes sense. As Jiri's then standing up to protest, or not even protest, he's falling into fucking Herb Dean's arms, and no controversy, all taken away. And I guess Pereira has to fight Ankalaev next, not in Abu Dhabi. You give this man a break. Your soldier. If you're the UFC, this is your soldier right here, saving cards, saving pay-per-view, saving all, The card was shit. The card was pretty shit other than a few nice KOs. He saved it, man. He made the tickets kind of worth their price for a good main event highlight. And you give him Ankalaev whenever he wants to. I want Pereira, as it sucks to say this, but I want Pereira healed up and ready to beat Ankalaev, to give him a fair fight. Because I don't want a handicapped Pereira going into every single fight. You give Pereira and Ankalaev a date in December or January. I know it doesn't sound optimal for us fans, but we gotta, cut this guy some slack. He's been fighting way too much. He's been saving way too many cards. The guy deserves a vacation. He says he wants November. I say give him December or January. Something like that. But yeah, sucks that I got the main event pick wrong. I was so confident on this one, but Jiri's decision making to exchange with Pereira left hooks was crazy, and not shoot takedowns, and they had a clinch and whatnot, but it's whatever. But Poaton's just too good for all these light heavyweights. And if he wants to move to heavyweight once the Aspinall-Jones situation is sorted, just give it to him. Let him fight Ankalaev. He beats Ankalaev. Blachowicz' leg kicks did wonders on Ankalaev, and I don't think Ankalaev is going to shoot immediately. And he'll wear on his legs, and then maybe he'll land some straights on Ankalaev instead of a left hook, and it'll be some sort of standing TKO. But yeah, great job from Poaton, saving the card once again. Too good, and yeah, peace.